put himself right up there in the stratosphere.
Marvellous effort.
And we see Sean Hart there with a very nice one-hander. It was a good mark.
And here's another one-hander, beautifully taken in. Great ball control, as we know Brett Lovett's famous for.
Well, here's the daddy of one-handers. Look at Jarman. There must be something. Are they growing fellas with bigger hands, or they're making the ball small?
Well, here's another one. It's another grab in with the one hand. Must have intense concentration on the ball to do that.
There's a very, very nice mark from over the back there. We're starting to see a couple of great marks now.
And here's young Tim Allen, a very good aerialist. He's a desperate effort here. He's got past one opponent to block it, then catch it again.
Now here's a mark with a stamp of authority. Look at that, Gavin Brown. Put his fingers around it and said, that's it.
Here's a similar one, but the pack is larger, and it's a terrific leap and a great grab, and the eyes on the ball and the strong hands. Bobby, I think you've chosen a...
As Ron says, there's a big pack, but he really has got the good grip of the ball, brings it straight down, and he takes the mark of the round.
Thank you, Bobby.
BP on the move.
Up over centre wing.
Well, the first goal here is from that marvellous player from Geelong, Gary Ablett. Takes one bounce in the greasy conditions and then launches for 50 metres out for a very good goal on the run.
Yes, and coming up in a moment, not to be outdone, is Carlton skipper. It's a great snap on the left foot, a real team-lifting goal, that one. Tremendous.
The Brisbane Bears' Scott McIver was back in form last week, and here he gets a crumb via a good smother and snaps around his right foot for a good goal for the Bears.
Yes, and Tony McGuinness in that memorable match last week on that lethal left foot, a top conversion under the conditions. It's very boggy out there, and it was a top goal.
Another goal by an Adelaide Crow. Hart on his left foot for the match-winning goal last week against the Hawks.
Yes, and the Hart stopper at the MCG last Sunday. We see Gilbert McAdam roving the pack there and just loops it in, just makes it, but still produces the 6-pointer.
Had this goal been kicked by an Ablett or perhaps a Dacos, you'd say that it wasn't a fluke, but when it's big Stewie Lowe, I don't know that Stewie's been kicking too many of those.
And there's Craig Davenport. Whatever Kenny Sheldon said to him in that little incident certainly paid dividends. A match-winning goal.
And Jason Borwood from the Fitzroy side, snapping that ball back really as a pass. It's cleared the pack and tumbled through for a lucky goal.
So it come off those two players, that one, didn't it? But there's Ronnie DeLulio, yes, and he's certainly an exciting player. Czech side just won through yesterday against the Crows, one of his many goals for the season.
And Anthony Koutafidis from Carlton kicks that ball, it's smothered, he follows up, he grabs a crumb, then back onto his right foot, he squeezes that back through for a very good goal.
Great second effort there by Koutafidis, but we see Leon Higgins here as his namesake, the accurate one, and he's on the boundary line and threads one, drills one straight through the centre at Moorabbin.
David Mensch, the Geelong forward, snaffling that one with his left foot, and that was a miraculous goal.
Yes, and we see the pass from Scott down here to bouncing Billy Brownless. Just have a look how far out he is here. He must be 80 metres and really unloads a big one there. Good 80 metres from Billy Brownless.
Well, Bernie.
Thanks, Jim.
Kelvin, you're much older and much wiser than me, so I'll let you choose the winner.
Much wiser, definitely, and I've gone for, well, there's a lot yesterday, but I went for David Mensch. I was there live, and it was quite an exciting goal here, and it must be the company he keeps, the Ablets, the Malcolm Blights. They're two players I know could do that sort of thing, and it's obviously something they practice at training. Top goal.
How often do you see an 80-metre goal?
Well, Ron, don't argue with
every week with bouncing Billy.
We'll tell you what I'm more interested in is we have a look at the other round by rounds.